watch that Jubilee video with the white people feeling uncomfortable about race, and we can make fun of them? So yeah, the video is a Jubilee video, and it's called
I don't know,
Do
Halloween
All White
is just
People
like
Think the Same
a weird
About Race?
holiday to be dressing up as anybody else's culture.
You can say the same thing about any costume. Are you going to tell a 6-year-old girl that she can't dress up like a pirate because she doesn't know the history of pirates? Like,
That's very different.
what?
Put them all whitely in a row.
People have culture. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, look at that. The worst we got was disagree. We didn't get any strongly disagrees, but we got some agrees. White people have culture. Okay.
We're all technically white. If you're
Yeah,
from
these are
England,
so
if you're from
cringy.
Australia, if you're from wherever, South Africa. You know, we all have these crazy places we come from, and these people are around, and we get those ideas from those people. But that doesn't mean us as a whole have no culture.
But as a white person, it's not really a culture. You can have culture like I'm hella Irish, obviously, and that's
Hella.
a culture. But just being white is not it's not a culture. I can't relate to you just because you're white.
I think you could say that for any ethnicity, though. If we were all black, could I relate to you guys if just because of the color of our skin?
Yes, because they go through very similar experiences. Like they'll get
Yes, that's kind of why that's a thing.
discriminated against, and you're not getting discriminated against because of your skin color. They can both relate to that.
But I also feel like with culture, we branch out, we try different things, we want to do different things. So maybe we've lost a little bit of our culture.
Maybe we're creating a new culture.
There you go.
The whitest answer ever. Maybe we've lost our culture? Maybe we're creating a new culture. Ugh, the cringe is thick.
I believe in reverse racism. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what that is.
We can explain.
Okay, what is it?
I'll stay here then.
Before I decide.
Reverse racism is like someone being racist against you because you are white. Like, do you believe that someone can be racist against a white person?
Yeah. I grew up where it was completely like Hispanic culture. I was constantly made fun of because I was white. Oh, white people can't dance. White people look stupid, whatever.
They shouldn't say white people
We
can't
do.
dance, but
And then-
they can't dance.
No, yeah, I
They
can't
shouldn't
dance.
say it.
Just putting that out there. But I mean, like, being honest though, like they would say those mean things to me and more hurtful things than that. It's like a hard pill to swallow because if I turned around and said, black people can't dance, I'd get hell for that. But then if someone says the same words,
At this point, I just want to hold her close and be like, shh, it's gonna be okay. Don't let the mean Hispanic people make you feel bad.
to me, it's somehow okay because
You have to look at the difference of it though. And I relate to you. I grew up with all Latino or black friends. I had very few white friends. And yeah, I got made fun of for being like the white girl. I was gringa. And I didn't take offense to it because the huge part about racism is that there's hate and oppression behind it. And as a white person in America, I do not feel oppressed.
And I definitely think that we should take the log out of our own eyes before worrying about the sawdust in other people's. Like, I totally agree with that, but
Oh, I love it when like this is alabaster. That is exactly the fact that you kind of don't know where her skin or her hair end and the white backdrop begin. And yeah, I think that I should take the log out of my eye before talking about the sawdust in someone else's eye. That's a Jesus quote. And again, seek the Lord.
there is sawdust, so that's kind of just what I'm saying.
For me, I feel like anything we do can come out racist to any other type of race. But at the same time, if they say something mean or racist to us that we feel is racist, it kind of
supposed to
gets
be
brushed
okay.
off.
When I think of the word racism, I think more towards oppression, so that's why I'm in the disagree. Like, I'll deal with someone just being mean to me, but whatever.
Focusing on race divides us. 3, 2,
I'm actually surprised that there are so many differing opinions on this one because so many people think that focusing on race divides us, when in fact, that's just silly.
I think it's important to focus on race in order to bring us together. There is a race issue in America, and if we just avoid it altogether and pretend like it's not happening, nothing's going to change, in my opinion.
I kind of was thinking about the question differently, because if all I'm thinking about when I meet someone is, oh, I'm white and she's not white, and I'm white and she's not white, like that for me, that's like what focusing on race is.
Yeah, we're never gonna be happy unless we just like all work together, just to like treat each other like each other. You know, like there is no race.
Yeah, and that sounds great, but it's like we're not there. We're not there. I feel like people who have that perspective might also say like, oh, I don't see color, or try to have that attitude. I don't think that helps anybody.
I believe it's pronounced, oh, I don't see color.
We need to respect each other's backgrounds, and like that is only gonna happen if we do see color. We do like appreciate everybody's differences.
Cultural appropriation is real.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
I think cultural appropriation is very real. You see all the time, like Coachella, we're in LA, and you see people in the Native American headdresses without knowing how important that is to Native people.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a difference between respecting the culture and completely disrespecting the culture. But then also, if you want to dress up on Halloween like a geisha because you like the costume, you think it's a beautiful costume, that I wouldn't say is...
I wouldn't do.
So, it's appropriating if I don't think it's a beautiful costume. But the minute that I really like it, well, that's not cultural appropriation. It's just me being a geisha. I'm a geisha, goddammit.
Do that. I think if you're gonna go and dress up as a geisha without knowing the importance of it and just being like, well, this is cute, like I'm gonna put this on. And also, even if you did know the importance and you're like, I don't know, Halloween is just like a weird holiday to be dressing up as anybody else's culture.
You can say the same thing about any costume. Are you gonna tell a 6-year-old girl that she can't dress up like a pirate because she doesn't know the history of pirates? Like,
that's
That is the best retort ever to show that you are wrong. If your defense is, what about pirates? Shut up.
very different.
well, so it's just like,
That's very different. Those are children.
I think it's a lot about intention, because I think wearing that thing at Coachella, like I feel like I would see that as that person mocking someone.
Well, even if they don't intentionally mean it, it's
Yeah.
still offensive.
I should be able to say the N-word while singing along to the song. 3, 2, 1.
the only reason I'm at somewhat disagree is because a lot of my favorite rappers use it frequently. Like if I'm listening to my favorite Childish Gambino song, which drops it like 100 times,
Right. I know. So
you know
like
that
in the car, it's like.
it's like I'm not sitting there thinking all these horrible things about black people, and I'm like, it's just in the song, and when I'm singing, it comes out.
There's like 2 different forms of the word. There ends with an ER and with an A. And like with my friends, they're like, oh, you can say it with an A, like that won't hurt my feelings.
That's what people told me.
But also,
Okay, this girl here, which where? Why am I not seeing her? This girl, that girl is a Mormon. That girl is a Mormon. I'm going on the record, Mormon, 100% Mormon. And her friends say it's okay because they're also Mormons, which means they're white. So, yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Paige, you strongly disagree. As long as you use the soft A. Oh, she has definitely dropped that M-bomb and had to dig herself out once or twice. Childish Gambino.
R and with an A. And like with my friends, they're like, oh, you can say it with an A, like that won't hurt my feelings.
That's what people told me.
But also, like, even when I'm in the car by myself, like, I still feel like it's not my place. Maybe I'll, like, whisper it, like, with an A at the end, you know, like, if I'm by myself. But, like, out of the respect for other people, I just think it...
I can totally imagine her be like, because nobody's messing with it. And I do. Like, come on.
it's more appropriate not to say it at all.
Do you guys think rappers should stop putting it in their songs?
No.
I feel like if they're
Why?
African American,
If you think it's wrong, though, why?
I don't think it's wrong because the history of the
Do you think that black people should stop using the word because it makes me need to say it? Curse you, black persons. Oh my God.
N-word slave owners would call black people as the N-word with the hard R at the end. If black people want to take that word and claim it as their own and claim that painful history and be like, F you, I'm gonna claim this word, I think they should be allowed to do that. I don't think as a white person I have that right to take a word that was derogatory towards them. They should 100% have the right to do that.
But do you think it's okay for a white person to sing the song?
See,
and
that's
say
where
that?
we're all on the fence. It's I feel like
It's a word used as my friend basically, and just like she said, if they want to take that.
It's true, actually. That word historically has always meant my friend. So, when they were lynching people, it was always like, let's go lynch my friend Dave.
Back from its horrible origins, then I'm totally fine with that. But as a white person, you can't say that word without feeling a certain way.
Yeah,
And so
but I have a
that's why
question.
I don't.
If they didn't put it in their songs, you wouldn't say it, right?
No, yeah, 100%.
So are they causing people to say that word more often? Because she wouldn't say it if
It's
it
not
wasn't.
white people's place to tell them what they can and cannot use. So
Good. Thank you. I just have to say, the idea that anyone could go, well, rap music it's just irresponsible because it makes white people into racists. Fuck off.
I live a privileged life. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, at least someone gets it. Oh, Mormonism.
It's so sad to say because I never say it out loud,
She's
but
the-
it's the
the
truth.
poorest
Is
girl
like
in the
getting
temple.
pulled over by the police. I always feel like I have a little bit of a one-up because I'm white, because I'm a woman, and I feel so bad that that's the truth. But this is a real thing, and it's unfortunate.
For me, as an individual, I feel like I'm not privileged. Sure, white people background came from being higher up on the scale, but I've gone through really hard things before. I don't feel like I'm superior over other people. So as an individual, I don't feel like I'm privileged.
I think privileged, I guess I don't really think that I'm above other people. I just think that naturally I'm treated differently.
it's perception. It's just perceptions.
Yeah, I think that's a huge misconception.
I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that they have as many grown-up opinions on this as they do. That's a pleasant surprise.
privilege that I didn't ask for. It's just society sees me as
Peer
the
pressure.
standard for whatever reason, and because of that, I get treated differently. And white privilege, like you said, it's not about what you've gone through or what you experience. It's 100% how the world sees me.
I am proud to be white.
Proud.
3,
What proud?
2, 1.
Just be in the middle.
Yeah. Can there be a middle?
Can there be a middle?
Gotta pick a side.
Mayo folks.
I don't know which side to pick.
Don't hate me, guys.
I almost went there too. It's
I
it's
think
so hard.
guiltily, I'm happy that I'm not oppressed, but I'm not proud of things people have done in the past.
When I think of being proud of something, I think of something I worked for, or that I had to get. I had
Okay,
to
look
do
at
that.
this guy. He's 35 years old and a plant. The rest of them are all early 20s, and they're just getting out of Bible camp and coming in for this chat. And old Corbin there is he's the guy with the women's studies degree or whatever, or actually, and he's just they dress him up hip and young to be no guys, what's hip is not being a Nazi.
Nothing to be white, absolutely nothing, and nothing was taken from me because I was white.
It's like saying I'm a proud white person is a completely different saying than saying I'm a proud black person. Because when you hear I'm a proud black person, I think empowerment, I think strength, I think courage, I think, all these amazing things that the black community has done and accomplished throughout the years.
I love
But
how
then when you say I am
uncomfortable
a
they are.
strong, or I'm a proud white person, already there's so much hate involved in that.
thing about that is like how you said, someone who says I'm proud to be black, that's empowerment. Why aren't I allowed to be proud to be white? What makes it wrong?
You haven't been oppressed.
Yeah, what are you proud of? Just your skin color? Because yes, that is wrong.
So you're saying I can't be proud to be white because I don't have a culture?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's that when white people say they're proud to be white, a lot of times, at least in my opinion, they're talking about their skin color, that they're not a different race. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
But as like we were talking about, as a proud black person, they've been oppressed, that a lot of their culture was stolen from them. And a lot of reasons that I don't like proud to be white is because it has, the Nazis used it. The KKK used it. I don't want to be associated with any of those things, so I'm just gonna completely stay away from that.
Sure, I'm not proud of like what my culture's done, but at the same time, like I would not want to be anything else. If I had to choose another race, I don't know what I would be. I'm okay with where I am, even though I'm getting backlash about being white.
That is exactly the person who would be like, no, the thing that you don't understand is that Joseph Smith loved all people, even the ones that had dark skin and God hated. Joseph Smith still loved them.
Questions? I was waiting on the food question.
Do you like Starbucks?
How many of you are vegan?
Hey guys, this is John.
And I'm Erin.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Spectrum. We hope you enjoyed the discussion. Let us know what you thought in the comments below.
And if you'd like to watch more of our videos, click here to subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
So just to draw the picture a little bit, if you go to Jubilee, like they're just a bastion of videos like this. So if I click on videos, it's like they do a lot of these. So there's a bunch of different types. There's 6 high schoolers versus 1 secret middle schooler, and like they have to figure out who the secret one is. Or they'll have these debates like Wall Street versus Wall Street bets. 6 cheerleaders versus 1 fake bisexual man swipes 20 men and women. So this is like, you know, they have like a dating game kind of thing where there'll be a whole army of people, and then one guy who's like, I'm going to ask you a question. What's your stance on lamb? And they go, well, you know, lamb's a game. Hey, get out. And that's kind of like the whole thing. Like 6 Harry Potter fans versus 1 fake introverted guy speed dates. Do all asexuals think the same? 6 make a bar. Like it literally, it's just hours and hours of the most banal content money can buy. And I'm fairly sure that money can actually buy it.